guys are Right Teacher Nows, and welcome to week 1 of the NBL. Your Royal Bournemouth Bombies are taking on the Delele Whoops and Coach Midnight Wolf. Midnight and I have had some pretty titanic battles in the past back in the RBL, so I'm excited to play him again, even though he's a very tough opponent and he's got a very frightening team. But we're going to break down his team, we're going to break down what I'm bringing, and then we're going to get straight on into the battle. So if you want to skip the team builder, by all means do. But before you do that, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're hyped for the NBL. And my first competitive match in 9 months. It has been a long time. But Midnight is a very bulky offensive player, which is very difficult to play against the VGC because most of the game relies on knocking out opponents pretty quick. But he's got a very scary team. So you can see above me what I think he's going to bring. But we'll also break down the Pokemon that I don't think he'll bring as well, to give you an idea, and then we'll talk about my team, which you can see on the team down below. Right, his Paradox Pokemon is that Roaring Moon, which is terrifying. This thing is pacey, it's got amazing physical attack stat, it's got a pretty solid SPDF stat as well. It's actually quite a terrifying mon to deal with. It's very powerful, hits really hard, gets a lot of coverage moves, and I expect this to be booster energy speed to try to outpace Iron Bundle. Because he might think I'm gonna run a booster injury modest to max out my special attack. So he might feel like he might want to run speed to try to get past Iron Bundle, because Iron Bundle kind of counters Roaring Moon relatively well. But pairing that up with that Amoonguss, Amoonguss very bulky, very annoying, hard to take down, gets access to Spore, gets Regenerator, gets things like Clear Smog as well to reset any of my stat boosts. And things like that. Also gets Rage Powder for redirection as well to protect that Roaring Moon, particularly if Iron Bundle is trying to go for Freeze Dry or anything like that. Volcarona, again, another Rage Powder user, her base 100 speed, really decent attack stat as well, could run Quiver Dance offensive with things like Heat Wave. I expect to see something of that ilk. Clawitzer is probably his other big offensive powerhouse. This thing gets Mega Launcher and is an absolutely incredible wall breaker. Kind of slow though, so would rely on Tailwind, but that's where Corviknight comes in. Corviknight, very bulky on the physical side especially. Could run things like Bulk Up Power Trip, stuff like that. Expect this to be a Tailwind setter, however. He might run a little bit of SPDF to try to get over, or to be able to survive hits from Skeledirge, but 2 Torch Songs pretty much one-shot takes it out anyway. And then the last one I wasn't terribly sure about, but Persian at base 115 speed is faster than everything on my team but Iron Bundle. Does get access to things like Fake Out and stuff like that as well. Can run Power Gem to be annoying for things like Iron Bundle and Skeledirge and Bombardier, but I do have Terra types to be able to deal with that. But yeah, those are the 6 I think he's going to bring. He also has a regular Rotom, which is a Ghost type, which could be interesting. Does also get Levitate in case I try to steamroll things with Donphan, but Donphan is not super great in this matchup. I'm mainly bringing it for rocks, or not stealth rocks, but I'm mainly bringing it for rock type attacks, as well as being actually surprisingly hard hitting. I do also have Ice Shard on it, but we'll get to my team in a bit more in a bit. Hippopotas for Sand, don't think it really fits on this team. It is a tier 5, so I don't expect to see it. Klefki is probably the one that I was debating on whether it be Klefki or Persian that comes. Klefki, of course, with Prankster utility, does get access to screens, does get Thunder Wave and stuff like that, which could be really annoying for me to deal with. There's not the best answers for things like Thunder Wave on my team, but that's where Donphan and Palmot come into play. Hey, and Shroodle, I don't expect to see it. I don't think Shroodle comes to a game. Midnight might surprise me, but I don't really see what Shroodle actually does. But yeah, I'm fairly confident this is a 6 he's going to bring. I might be wrong, but you never know. But that's his team. Let's go through my team real quick, as we're going to get straight on into this as we jump into our summary. So leading us is going to be Robot Nick, our Iron Bundle, holding that booster energy as you'd expect. But we are actually running booster energy speed, not special attack. The main reason for that is I want to make sure I outspeed a Roaring Moon that I actually want to boost the energy into speed. If it boosts the energies into attack, that's still fine. Blizzard actually does a ton to Roaring Moon unless it Terra Steals, which it may well do. But running Blizzard is actually really powerful on this set because I can actually murder quite a lot of this team with it. Freeze Dry's there mainly for Clawitzer, but it can also do a number on a couple of those other mons if he chooses to bring them. Hydro Pump's there mainly for Volcarona. Definitely hits it pretty hard. but it can also get through things like the Hippopotas as well, should that come, but I don't expect to see it. And Protect, of course, in case he goes for the double up, or potentially tries to Spore my Iron Bundle with Amoonguss. But that's a very powerful offensive mod. We are pretty heavy on the special attack side. We're not quite max, but we're almost max, which allows us to do a ton of damage, which I'm looking for. And the rest of it's just invested into a little bit of HP, which is no harm in that. And as you can see, that's the EV spread right there. Alrighty. Next up on the team is going to be our Skeletor's Crocfire, the Modest Nature. Holding the safety goggles, this is to prevent it getting spored, because this mon getting spored is actually a major problem, especially as I need this thing to take on Amoonguss and Corviknight, especially. Torch Song is incredibly strong into both of those, and safety goggles preventing me from getting slept. Is very, very powerful. We're running enough speed on this to outspeed a min-speed Corviknight speed creeping me, because Corviknight at base hits like 86 speed. So by running 89 speed, I speed creep him, trying to speed creep me by 1 point, because Midnight will probably know that I'm used to speed creeping bonds in that way. So I expect Midnight to expect me to try to speed creep, so I'm going to outspeed creep it, just to bait him in to think I'm speedy instead of bulky. But yeah, this thing rocking Torch Song, Shadow Ball, Snarl, and Protect with pretty much max special attack, almost max HP, but a little bit into speed, just to make sure that I can outrun a min-speed Corviknight. Right, Snarl is there for utility as well, does help deal with things like Clawitzer, if I need to. I am Terra Fire. I was debating running Terra Grass, so I didn't have to run safety goggles, but I feel like the extra firepower on Torch Song is kind of necessary, especially against the Spadef, Corviknight, and Amoonguss, which I expect to see that. So that's why we're running Terra Fire over Terra Grass, but safety goggles is still a really strong item, so I have no problem running it. Next up is Dumbo the Donphan, running Terra Rock on this with the Assault Vest, with high horsepower, Rock Slide, Ice Shard, and Seed Bomb. Ice Shard is there just to pick off a Roaring Moon if it does survive a hit. Rock Slide is pretty solid here. Under Tailwind conditions, I do outspeed everything on his team bar that Roaring Moon and Persian. But Ice Shard, of course, can pick off Roaring Moon anyway, and Persian will probably not do that much damage to Donphan anyway, so I'm not really that scared of it. Running Sturdy just so that we can't get one shot, which is nice, and Seed Bomb is there mainly for Clawitzer, but it may not be clicked very much. It's most likely going to be Rock Slide and Ice Shard on click, and we are, of course, holding that AV, just to give us a little bit of durability on that special side. Next up is going to be Tinkerton. Poppy, of course, rocking the Rocky helmet and almost fully Fizdef at this point. Running very supportive. I did debate on running Gigaton Hammer, but I felt like it wasn't actually that strong against his team. So I ran Fake Out, Fake Tears to enable things like Iron Bundle and Skeletor to pick up those extra one-shots. Helping Hand for a bit of a damage boost on all of my offensive threats. And Play Rough is there for Roaring Moon. Obviously, it could run Earthquake, but I can just Terra Fairy and remove that ground weakness if I absolutely need to. Next up is going to be Bombardier, running the Focus Sash with the Rocky Payload ability. With Rock Slide, Tailwind, Taunt, and Parting Shot. This mon is fully Fizdef because I can actually outspeed min-speed Corviknight, no problem, even without running any investment. We do have full speed in it just to make sure that we cover for any speed creeping. Obviously, Rock Slide is stab thanks to Rocky Payload. Tailwind is my utility option. This allows things like Skeletor and Donphan to start outpacing the majority of his team. Taunt is there to shut down things like Amoonguss as well as Corviknight, Tailwind, and Parting Shot just to whittle away at some of this offensive pressure, because Roaring Moon especially and Clawitzer are going to be very big, scary offensive threats. So being able to cut down their stats is definitely pretty nice for me. And last but by no means least is going to be Temtem, the Palm Art, running Terror Electric as expected with the Covert Cloak. This basically allows me to not worry about getting burned from things like Heatwave from Volcarona. Covert Cloak also means that I'm not going to get faked out and flinched from things like Persian, for example, which allows me to get off my own fake outs. We are running Iron Fist with Fire Punch, Double Shock, and Play Rough. Debating on Thunder Punch, but I needed the Double Shock damage to make sure I killed old defensive Corviknight, just to be able to punish it quite hard. Also, very cool mechanic with Double Shock and Terra Electric, which I'm not going to spoil right now because it may actually come into play during the battle, so I'll let you see it for yourself if I choose to use it. But yeah, Palma, decent offensive, running enough speed to outspeed Volcarona, which is always nice. As well as to be able to just punch through the vast majority of this team. We have coverage for basically everything bar Persian, because we didn't actually pack a fighting move on this team, but we can beat Persian with quite a few things on this squad, so I'm not really that worried about it. But yeah, that's going to be the squad, so I'm going to go connect it up with Midnight Wolf, so good luck, have fun, Midnight, of course, and I will see you guys in the battle. Be right back. Alrighty guys, we are connected up with Midnight Wolf. We are at it as always. I cannot remember which rule set it is off the top of my head. I pretty much believe it's official rules 1. I'm just checking. I think actually we can just do flat rolls anyway. We'll do flat rolls because I'm pretty sure it's flat. But yeah, just wish Midnight good luck, have fun, and of course if you skip past the team builder, you're a heathen, go back and watch it. Just kidding, but yeah, if you haven't seen it, this is the squad we'll bring in. We'll bring in Booster Energy Iron Bundle with Booster Energy Speed to stop Roaring Moon trying it. We've got Safety Goggle Skeletors, we've got Assault Vest Fan, and we've got Rocky Helmet Support, Tinkaton, we've got Sash Tailwind, Bombardier, and then we've got Covert Cloak on our Palma. So you can see the 6 I think he's bringing above me on the screen. I find it hard to think he'll bring anything else, but you never quite know. Midnight's a very talented opponent, so I know I've got my work cut out, but we've got our team ready. Of course, good luck, have fun to Midnight. This is always going to be a tough match, especially as a week 1. I'm completely off the couch. For those who are wondering, I have not played a single competitive match in about 9 months. Or at least not an actual try-hard competitive match, I should say. I did play a VGC set with my friend Meatclosh, but that was more of a for fun set of session that Meatclosh try-harded in. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it's one of those where it doesn't matter. Let's see. He did actually bring the Klefki, so I was pretty much right. It's just Klefki over Persian. Okay. So I'm guessing like Thunderwave shenanigans is gonna be the issue. Right. So Klefki changes things a little bit, but his team is definitely quite Skeletor weak. I'm always tempted to lead with it, but I don't know if I want to do that. I definitely like leading Palma here. I'm thinking Palma Iron Bundle as a lead. But I'm kind of worried about, getting paralyzed. Klefki does make Bombardier a little bit weaker. But I think going early Booster Energy and trying to hit as hard as possible feels pretty good. I definitely want Skeletor. And then it just depends what I want in the back. Maybe I bring Donphan. Donphan's not that great here. Maybe I opt for Tinkaton. Actually, I want Donphan. I think I definitely want Donphan here. Alrighty, here we go. Game number 1. Let's see what we get going on here. Alright, so I need to find a way to get Skeletor in a win position. That's kind of how I need to play this. Alrighty, shoutouts to my Tinkaton, by the way. I actually made that card before I drafted it, but I thought it'd be pretty funny just to meme on Raikou Stick. Carbonite Clawitza, and that's a shiny Clawitza too. That looks sick. Okay, this is actually not a bad lead for me here. This actually is a very nice lead for me here. Do I even need a fake out? Like, I feel like I want to prevent the Tailwind from going up. So I kind of just want to fake out Freeze Dry the Clawitza. Oh, I could Terra on the Clawitza, actually. I should have thought about that a bit longer. He might also switch. But yeah. I just want to prevent Tailwind from going up, because Tailwind is really kind of scary for my team. Does protect the Clawitza, so that's fine. Okay, so we do get the fake out in the Corviknight. And it's Rocky Helmet. Okay, that's good to know. Alright. So, unless he's Covert... Well, he's not. He's Rocky Helmet, so yeah. Okay, that's fine. So I think what I actually kind of want to do here... I'm actually really tempted to just go for the double shock into the Corviknight. Like, I don't know if I'm scared of Klawitza. So we're actually gonna tear our palm out here. This was not my original game plan, but I actually kind of want to try this. Because, I mean, his only resistances are, yeah, so no switch, which is very nice. Let me actually replace the Persian on my layout real quick, because he's got Klefki, not Persian. Alright, so he also Terras, which is interesting. Okay, it's fighting Klawitza, that's good to know. There's Klefki. Alright. Okay, we get a freeze dry off. Still does pretty sizable damage. And here comes the double shock. This is gonna hurt. I don't think Corviknight wants to take this. Oh, it lived! Oh, that's really bad for me. That's really bad for me. Okay, now the tailwind is up. Okay, that's unfortunate. Not getting the kill there definitely sucked, and this is probably gonna kill Iron Bundle. Yeah, okay. I should have protected. I could have protected there. That's Life Orb Klawitza too. Right. So, I can go Skeledash here, or I can go Donphan. I think Donphan's not bad for me here. Because I can certainly pick up the Corviknight kill. Okay. So, I kind of want to play rough into Klawitza now. And then I can just Ice Shot the Corviknight. Okay, Corviknight goes down, so... Klawitza kills Iron Bundle. Oh, I'm actually still faster too. Alright, Donphan kills Corviknight. Palmot kills Klawitza. Alright, nice. We're not actually in that bad a position, to be honest. Volcarona's in. Okay, that's kind of scary. Also, shiny Volcarona. I love that shiny, too. And here comes the Roaring Moon. This is what I was afraid of. But, is it that bad for me? I kind of want to preserve Palmot, but at the same time, I don't necessarily know if I want to switch in Skeledash here. I guess I kind of do. Could also Rock Slide here. I mean, I'm not gonna get a flinch, I'm slower. So maybe I should Ice Shot into Roaring Moon. Nah, I think I'll go for Rock Slide. I'm banking I can take the hits. Alright, Skeledash is in. Breaking Swipe, okay. That breaks my Sturdy, that's kind of annoying. Nice little attack though, and Will-O-Wisp. Unfortunately he misses. Oh, he actually went into my Palmot there. We land the Rock Slide. That's a good amount of damage on the Volk. Okay, here's a Berry proc. Alright. So the question is, what do I go for here? So it's Willow Volcarona. I kind of want to protect... What do I? If I can stall this Tailwind out, I think I'll actually be fine here. Maybe I'll go for Torch Song and Rock Slide. There's the Dragon Dance. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Okay. There's the Giga Drain, but we are AV, we do take that pretty well. Alright, Rockside connects again. And there goes Volcarona, nice. And that was a crit. I think the crit may have mattered, but I don't necessarily mind that. We land a Torch Song as well. Good bit of chip. Right. Tailwind is now gone. I'm kind of a bit worried that this thing's weakness policy, I'm not gonna lie. I guess the question is, does he have Earthquake? Am I okay to let Donphan go down here now? I feel like I might be. But I don't want to leave myself with a 1v1, so I'm gonna protect. And go for Ice Shard. We're gonna scout for policy here. It's Yachi Berry. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, Yachi Berry, Roaring Moon. And he is Earthquake. Okay. I wonder if I eat this. Nah, he's +1. I definitely don't take this, right? Oh, I did! Oh, that's huge for me. Wait a minute. Can I actually take this out? I don't know if Palmot can do it, though. That's my issue here. I need to keep chipping away. There's the Earthquake. Do we both go down? No, okay. Alright, so... Roaring Moon. Kills Donphan. And I actually pick up the win anyway, as Skeletor kills Roaring Moon. Alrighty, so we win that one 2-0. Ribombi wins 2-0. Alright. So that was a pretty good start for us. We definitely want to see Clawitzer lead again. I don't think. We kind of called the game plan quite well there. We will go again, of course, with the same rules. Right, so I expect to see Klefki this time. I don't know if I lead Iron Bundle this time. Because now he knows I'm booster energy speed. Let's go for... Do I bring Tinkaton? I'm a little worried about Volcarona if I bring Tinkaton, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to bring it. I definitely still want to bring Iron Bundle. Maybe I can bring it in as a late game sweeper. I don't know how much I like this. I really do like having Palmot. Let's give this a go. We're a game up, so we have some leeway to go with here. Alright, because he might actually prep harder for Palmot now he saw my Terror Electric. Which was not even in my game plan originally, but I saw an opportunity for it there. Amoonguss and Roaring Moon. This was more what I expected to see. Okay. Right then. So he still doesn't know what my item is on Skeletor, so he might think I'm not Goggles. Do I just fake tears it? I kind of want to try faking out into Roaring Moon, just to see. He does protect, fair enough. So I could have helping handed there. I mean, either way, he reveals protect, which is fine by me. Alright, here comes a Torch Song. This is gonna hurt. That's a Spadafamungus. But that is fine by me. Spore into my goggles, now he's gonna know. Alright, and he's Black Sludge by the looks of that. Yep, okay. So that's fine by me. Because I can Torch Song into Amoongus. I can even Terra my Tinkaton if I wanted to. Do I go for this? The question is, like, what does he have in the back? If he's got Klefki, then Terra Fairy may not be my play. But I kind of want to try it. Okay, Amoongus switches out. Into the Clawitzer, that's fine. We're gonna drop our ground weakness on Tinkaton here. Alright. Alright, there's the Dragon Dads. If this play rough does a ton, then this is gonna be an issue for him. Oh, let's go, Tinkaton! Hell yeah! Tinkaton kills Roaring Moon. That's an amazing move for me there. That punished that Dragon Dance. Okay, that was a huge turn for us, because Roaring Moon was a big threat. Okay, what else have you got for me? Here comes the Klefki. Okay. So he's Klefki, Amoongus, and Clawitzer left. I think he tries to Thunder Wave into my Skeletor here. So I think I'm actually gonna switch in my Donphan. And then go for Play Rough into Clawitzer. Because I need Skeletor for Amoongus. Okay, Donphan comes in. Connect the Play Rough by the looks of it. Not enough damage, but that's a good... We drop the attack, but that doesn't matter. Here comes Surf. That's a really good play. But that also damages his own Klefki. And it's Trick Room. Okay. I'm fine with this. Is Clawitzer faster than Donphan? I forget Clawitzer's speed tier. I haven't used it in a while. What's Clawitzer's speed tier? It's slightly faster than me. I don't know if this Clawitzer's min speed or not. If it is, that's kind of a problem. But if I can knock out the Klefki, then that would be great. Yeah, he's faster. Okay, so it is min speed. It is min speed, but he does actually kill his own Klefki, though. And I don't know if that's good for him. Okay, Clawitzer kills Donphan. Clawitzer kills kills Klefki. Donphan, rather, Tinkaton kills Clawitzer. I believe it's only Amoongus left in the back, so we're just gonna bring back in Skeletor. Because he can't Spore me. So we're just gonna bring out the Skeletor here. And we are going straight for the Torch Song with a Helping Hand boost. And that should be GG. Alright, Giga Drain does not even kill my Tinkerton. And I'm pretty sure this is a straight knockout. With a helping hand boost, I'm pretty sure this kills. Nice, let's go. Skeletorsh kills Among Us. Man, what a fight, though. We terrored the 2 Pokemon that I was not expecting to terror this game. But, oh my word, what a game. We straight up win that 2-0 against probably my scariest opponent, too. Man, what a game. I can't wait to watch Midnight's side of the battle. If you guys are watching the league, by the way, make sure to go check out Midnight. He uploads amazing content as well. You should definitely go check him out. Link to him will be down in the description below. But GG's Midnight Wolf. That was a really fun one. But of course, I wish you luck for the rest of the season. But as for you guys, let me check who my next week opponent is real quick for you guys. My next week opponent is going to be Scoots. And he has Tatsugiri Dandozo, so you are not going to want to miss that match, because that match will be a fun one to watch. But yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name's Rabombi Teacher. I'm your coach of the Royal Bomber of Rabombis. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.